Okay, what the fuck? This is fucking in the middle of the night. This is like 9:12 p.m. My clock says 9:11. Oh, now 9:12. So I beat Bloodbath right as the World Trade Center blew up. I don't know, maybe I'm Osama bin Laden or something, but bro, initially, so my worst set was at 32, and then I fluked all the way to 81. I did not die to crack at all. I did not die to Asonic. I'm not really surprised with Asonic, but crack was really surprising concerning when it comes to me fumbling. That's like insane, bro. After 81, after my best of 81, I died there again. Because I missed the blue orb. It's the first time I hit it too early. And then I died at Etzer do some weird ass transition that happened. I felt like more like a bug. But then after that, after like 15 minutes here, I did beat it. If you guys ever want to make it a series, I beat Bloodbath every month. Do it. Ask me. I'll do it. I could beat Bloodbath every month. That's very doable. Beating it every week, I don't like that because most time I have to do a new hardest or a new extreme. Like right now, I'm in the middle doing digital. That's like a 50% twice, which is at Etzer, which is one of the hardest. I think the hardest part about digital. Some people say it's Devon, but I think it's Etzer. Devon has the cube, which is really easy, and the wave is just really fucking hard. But with Etzer, you have that wave, but even then, it still doesn't keep up exactly like the difficulty, but still really difficult. And I'm actually playing in full detail because the actual version Digital Descent is like weird. It's like you put it in LDM, yet it still uses the full detail version. You have to collect some key in the level, and that's like ass. Like I'm not collecting the key. I'll beat Etzer the harder way, where you basically cannot see. But like that's fine because I already have muscle memory for Etzer. With Devon, it's basically the same thing. I just have the muscle memory. But Digital Descent, I'm having a good time. Not really unlucky right now, but the tides could change. I think I can make good progress once I get past Etzer. It's just the Lugia ship. It's a little weird, and the UFO Lugia is like so luck. It's like legit randomized. But I think Soul Spot will be Digital Descent before I do because I take longer to beat levels, but I'm really consistent at levels. Like I'm very consistent at them. With Yada, you could see that 48 all the way to 87. Which yes, I actually did gain depression from getting 87 on Yada. I had nightmares, kind of, PTSD, and depression from getting 87. My mind was like, "Yo, you could have just beaten Yada." Um, and I'm telling you, it's actually good. I'm doing Digital Descent because if I was continuing to play Yada, I swear you could have actually seen tears on my face from just sadness. Which just, why the fuck am I playing Yada? And yeah, and right now I know Digital Descent's getting goddamn gangbanged in the list. Right now it's like 15 spots apart from Artificial Ascent. It's still harder. It's just like, damn, I thought Digital Descent would be a lot harder. But I think Digital Descent, I think, hot take, just like what Brody said, Digital Descent is easier than Artificial Ascent. But I'm still gonna put the new hardest tag because, well, REDL. But I don't know. Opinions could change. Right now, it's not final. Once I beat it, I'll make the final decision, which could probably mean it's harder because of nerves. Because before I didn't really feel that much nerves. I think nerves is just really the toughest part for Digital Descent. What Yada is kicking my ass. But yeah, I know there's no more jump, but I don't really care anymore about the jump. I just want it done. I want it done. I want the achievement of beating Yatagarasu, and then I'd proceed to do like 25 more extremes, which I actually do want to do Zafkiel sometime in the future. Probably, I don't know exactly when, but I do want to do Zafkiel. It's such a weird level. The wave parts are by far the hardest parts in Zafkiel. It's just such a weird level. Like Hatred's on that list too. Hatred begins like an impossible ball. It's just like Acropolis. Acropolis begins with an impossible cube. Um, and Hatred begins with an impossible ball. But unlike Acropolis, it doesn't have a massive difficulty drop. Actually, I remember this core memory. So when I got 87 in Yada, which I can't believe it's already, I think, been like 5 days since I got 87, which just felt like yesterday. I legit was in shock, so I decided to just play Hatred. Like, I decided to play Hatred, got too depressed. So the night, it's like at night, I decided to play Digital Descent, basically knowing already I was gonna do it as the new hardest. And here I am now. Digital Descent, it's alright. I think it's an alright. I think it's definitely a lot worse compared to Artificial Ascent. I really like Artificial Ascent, but Digital Descent's really bad. Well, not really bad. it's just so okay. The difficulty drop off can definitely be noticed once you get past Etzer. It's like it becomes kind of easy until you get the Galvatron, where it becomes really difficult, and then Kermal, where it just becomes what the fuck. And it gets to like another super hard wave part because with Digital Descent, if you're ever going for it, the balancing is when there's a wave part, it's always like the hardest part about the level, except for Manix. Like except for Manix and Abstract Dark. Like what Devon, you have the wave part, if you played digital. Etzer, you have those two wave parts that are really, really fucking hard. The second one, due to the garbage transition. Lugia is just completely luck based. Galvatron ain't really that hard, but it could be a little weird. And Kermal is like probably the third hardest wave part in the entirety of Digital Descent. Like it's actually so fucking terrible. After that is normal wave parts, thankfully. It's just, can you beat it? Just the question is, can you beat it? Soul Spot got 92, which is at the. He actually died at the when he jumped too late, so the cube grew and died, and then he died at Vlak. I think maybe twice. That day was actually crazy though for him. My day at Digital Descent right now is going well. Tomorrow I'm gonna play again with Digital Descent. Actually, right now I have like I think 9,000, maybe 8,000, 9,000 attempts. And I already got 50% twice and 42 to 100. That's like insane for a new artist. But I think it's because it's so much in my skill set. It is like Digital Scent fits so well in my skill sets. XL, it deals with nerve control, really consistent gameplay, and it's not really carried by choke points. It's not super duper carried by choke points where the non choke point parts are free. What Yada, it's not that case. The pre-drop is really, really fucking hard, like list demon difficulty. And then after that, it cools down until you get to like Constantine, where it becomes really difficult out of fucking nowhere. And then it chills out with Vermilion, but still really, really difficult. And then you get to after that you get to Zelda Jantha hard. Michigan's really fucking hard. Luneth is really easy. Heinz is really fucking hard due to the ship and only the ship. Evasion ain't that hard. Lugia is like one of the hardest parts about the level that isn't named the pre-drop. Funny game. CSX is not hard. Funny game is really hard. Like I'm telling you, the hardest part with nerves. Like if you're counting nerves, funny game becomes like exponentially more difficult because of the ship. Riot also is probably one of the hardest parts with nerves. It's like so weird. The gameplay is weird. The jumps, the first few jumps aren't that bad. They're kind of doable. But the portal clicks are legit a coin flip. You just coin flip, you just pray to God that they work. 96 ain't that hard, the micro click. And after that it becomes easy. Beat Bloodbath for the fourth time, bro. The fifth time will be the last time for for a good while for Bloodbath. I want to see by the time I retire from this game, I want to see how much times I've beaten Bloodbath. Like it's like insane, bro. Like I can't believe I've beaten Bloodbath for the fourth time, bro. It's only been like a week since I beat it for the third time, so now I beat it for the fourth. That's like insane. So I used to think Bloodbath was impossible back in the day. Like back at June, I thought it was my limit. It was my limit, and then I've beaten the hardest thing I've ever done in life. Now it's like in the future, it's gonna be Digital Descent, and then after that, probably like another couple years, couple mental breakdowns later, it's gonna be Yatagarasu, which is insane, bro. 'Cause I remember I thought Yada would be impossible, and yeah, it feels impossible. Because the pre-drop is so bad, legit. It's all because of Jay's on Wreckage. The If you exclude Jay's on Wreckage, the pre-drop is still really difficult, but not as hard because Firebrand's easy, Anubis is easy, Woogie is really difficult, but you kind of just get it. I don't know how to explain. You just kind of just get it. And then Findexi is very consistent. Which actually, speaking of Findexi, I actually played Carnage mode today just out of boredom. I think I got like 64 to 100 on Carnage mode, which is crazy. The every attempt in Carnage mode lasts for like a couple years, and I got like 990 attempts. I do want to do Carnage mode like after I'm done with Yada, but with Yada, expect like a 2.5 week break from doing really hard extremes. Like a week off of playing extremes, and then after that, I'll play some beginner tier extremes. And after 2.5 weeks, that's when I'm gonna start my list. That's when I'm gonna start going down my list. That's when we get the really hard ones. You need to get Black Blizzard, Quantum Processing. I also have Barbaros Finale, which is Captain Crunch guy, but really bad gameplay. Which I actually got 81 to 100, and it's garbage, bro. I want to do Carnage mode, just play the last ship at like 97 being the most unbalanced piece of shit I've ever played, bro. That's what I'm gonna be saying though. I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah. See ya.